What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 10 of the Jabroni Bros Wrestling Podcast. On this week's episode, we're going to be giving you our instant reaction to the Fastlane PPV.
We're going to be talking about NXT and their COVID breakout.
And of course, the unsanctioned lights out match between
Britt Baker, DMD,
and Thunder Rosa.
Yo.
We're going to be talking about that and so much more. Thank you guys for tuning in and enjoy the show. What's up, everybody? This is Just Fresh.
And this is Mati Bush.
This is episode 10, baby! Jabroni Bros Wrestling Podcast. We are here.
We freaking made it, man. 10. 10.
The big 1-0. So we stress this big 1-0 because it is so important to us. As we've said before, a lot of new podcasts, they never make it to the actual 10th episode. This is one of those small victories, but a big milestone for us because remember, we just started this at the end of January. And hell, man, we're mid-March right now. Like,
I know, it's crazy.
We're making it work. We're doing the damn thing, man. But we just finished watching the Fastlane pay-per-view, man. So we wanted to share some of our thoughts and give you guys an instant reaction, man.
Honestly, because of Fastlane, I feel like the rest of the shows for this past week don't really, as far as WWE is concerned with like Raw and SmackDown, they don't really matter now.
Right.
Because Fastlane kind of took care of all that.
Yeah, man. So it's like at least we know the backstories from things that happen on Raw. We can kind of fill in the gaps for people that might not have caught it. But Fastlane pretty much set up everything nice and tightly for WrestleMania. So we pretty much know, or at least we think we know what's going to be going on and heading into the main event for at least most of the matches. Yeah,
so it's kind of like, I mean, don't get me wrong, we enjoyed what we saw, but I mean, as far as like, Monday Night Raw or whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
We're here to talk about what's current, baby.
Yeah, we got to get
You know what I mean? This podcast is coming out. Y'all expect us to come out with the hotness, so we want to bring it to you guys what's hot and what's current. So,
and I don't want to bore you with the past, you know what I mean? Because we moving on, baby.
That's right. That's right.
Thinking about things in the past.
Speaking of moving on, man, what's new with you, Bush? What you got going on this week with you?
As of right now, the Planet Asia song is up on Spotify.
That's what's
it's
up.
Called Traveling. Me, Black D, Planet Asia. We had about almost 5,000 streams right now just on that song.
And it just came out, I want to say, on Tuesday, right?
Yep. So we're doing pretty good on that.
That's what's up, brother.
Other than that, I got some things working, some things cooking. I can't really say much.
Yeah, we can't let the sauce out the bottle yet, but
it's simmering for sure.
Yes,
so,
yes.
Yeah, I can't wait. If it does happen, then I will let that be known. Other than that, I am ready for this podcast, honestly, because I've been looking forward to this. I bought cigars. I bought a bottle of wine for some Lambrusco. You know what I mean? Larry he just first got drinks. Okay, he got drinks already.
What can I say?
We got some pizza. You know what I mean? Some wings. I've been really looking forward to this day because
perfectly lined up with a pay-per-view too.
Yeah. You did that. I know you did that. You segue God. I know you did that.
Yeah, man. But overall, man. So overall, good for you. Good week with everything in you. Any updates with the family or anything, man? Like what's going on in the dad life?
Dad life. Baseball season's coming up. It's a lot of weird things now. Like you can't stand behind the dugout. You got to stay in the outfield.
Whack.
So you gotta stay in the outfield. If your household is there, they gotta be under a tent, like their own tent.
Wow. So like your own pop-up tent you have to bring out to every game and stuff?
Yeah, if there's like a big family, you gotta have your own tent separate from everybody else. Obviously kids gotta be 6 feet apart. They gotta do that inside the dugout.
Got it.
So the mom in there is gonna have to make sure they're all wearing
reinforce them and all that. Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of COVID stuff going on with baseball, but I mean, and you can't just be bringing out cousins and family members. Yo, man, I'm gonna come watch them play. Like, nah, it has to be your immediate family in the house because they do have a person out there that's like, yo, you're not a part you're not in this. Wow. I don't see you every week. Who are you?
Dang.
And they'll call the game. Like, they'll call the game right there.
That kind of takes the fun out of things, but I guess they're trying to really reinforce things, and hopefully this will be a thing of the past soon, and we'll be able to just enjoy how things used to be.
I mean, at least, I'm not looking forward to going backwards.
Yeah.
But I am looking forward to moving forward, and hopefully people's, herd immunity happens eventually.
Right.
I mean, that's just my own personal opinion. But yeah, man, that's dad life right now. That's my dad life. How are you?
Good, man. Honestly, this week has been it's been kind of crazy for me. So both my boys ended up getting sick this week. Fortunately, nothing like too bad or anything, but it was more like cold-like symptoms. But when you got two kids and they sleep next to each other every night, and they're playing with each other, wrestling with each other all the damn time. I mean, what do you expect? So basically, my boy Teo got sick on like Sunday night, and then it passed on to Leon. I want to say about like Wednesday. So I ended up staying home from work for a couple days, and then once I go back to work, the other child gets sick. So it's like the dad life.
One thing is another.
Right? Dad life's a damn trip. But honestly, man, it's been kind of cool just to get out with my family. I got to go get some sushi and do some actual indoor dining. So that was pretty dope, man.
How was that?
It's fresh, man. I mean, most people that know, man, I like a lot of exotic foods. I'm a foodie. What can I say? But it was a cool little experience. I mean, we all had our own little section. It was kind of like being in like a VIP lounge, honestly. You wear your mask pretty much while you're in the restaurant, but when you're sitting and when you're eating and with your family, you get to take it off.
Right.
And so it's and it's not like super pushed on, or nobody feels uncomfortable. Everybody has plenty of space. So shout out to Mikuni Sushi, man. You guys did it right.
Oh, yeah. Mikuni's, dude. I love that spot.
Yeah, man. But let's get into the news and rumors, and then we'll get straight into our reaction to what went down at the Fastlane PPV.
Yeah, let's do that.
Man, so one of the big things this week, man, was that outbreak, man, from NXT. So we found out that there was a COVID outbreak with pretty much most of the class of the current NXT brand. And even this included people such as Triple H, the referee Drake Wirtz, Pete Dunne, Timothy Thatcher, Alexander Wolf, Wesley and Carter Nash from MSK, Zach Gibson, James Drake from Grizzled Young Veterans, Leon Ruff and Isaiah Scott, and then Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae. So like that's their main like a big chunk.
That's like a majority of the roster that you see on every week.
Yeah, and apparently Vince McMahon is pissed about this because they said that it had to do with them going to like a Disneyland party or going out to Disneyland, and they were seen taking photos without their mask on and stuff. So that
clowns,
man. So it made it much worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, due to Triple H being in quarantine, this week's episode was ran by Shawn Michaels and Road Dogg.
I'm sure Triple H enjoyed being quarantined, right? You know what I mean? Who would want to be next to their kids and next to their wife and running a business? I mean, who wants to do that? Morons.
God, dude. Man, we found out some big news this week. Eric Bischoff, he's going to be inducted to the 2021 WWE Hall of Fame.
I'm back and better than ever. Every time I hear that song, I think of his leather black jacket. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Easy E. So shout out to Kobe, man. He sent me, or he sent the Jabroni Bros inbox. He was like, "Oh man, Vince McMahon did it right, man. You put the ops in the Hall of Fame, man."
Like you was kicking my ass for them weeks. Here you go, right? Man.
You got the 52 weeks, but we're gonna put you in this Hall of Fame, but because your company don't got no Hall of Fame, but we do.
But we got your company, and you deserve to be there.
Yes. I'm pretty happy about that, though. Overall, I mean, his impact in the game is undeniable.
Yeah, it's Eric Bischoff, man.
Yeah, man, he made the NWO hot.
Yeah, Eric Bischoff is responsible for doing the cruiserweight stuff too in WCW, having that division like that. Yeah,
man. He brought the whole lucha libre Japanese style, and he was bringing in a lot of the ECW talent into WCW. So yeah, man, it's dope.
He deserves it. I don't know about some people that deserve to be gone, but it looks like Charlie Caruso backstage is having some heat.
Yeah, man.
Heat.
So I guess she basically
was late.
Yeah.
She was late. She was showing up late.
But you can't be late to certain people like Randy Orton and Sheamus.
Yeah, no, like what are you thinking?
Like those guys have so much backstage pool. It's like you're asking just you're shooting yourself in the foot with that. So I get it, and she has another job with ESPN, so she can make it work. But
yeah, of course she'll make it work.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss her honestly. I like Charlie.
I watch First Take. I watch ESPN a lot. So
you see her on there?
I see her on there all the time.
Okay.
So
do you feel she's more natural on ESPN than she is on WWE?
By a long shot.
So WWE over programming her?
Yes, she's way different on ESPN. She looks like she's way more comfortable being herself. I mean, her name is even different.
Yeah, it's Charlie Arnold or something. Right?
Yeah, like when I saw, her, I was like, wait, oh okay, yeah, no, that you're all right. But yeah, no, she's way different on ESPN, so she'll be fine. But yeah, whatever. I mean, shout outs to her. Hopefully everything goes well. She wasn't on Fastlane.
She was not on Fastlane. They had Kayla Braxton on there on the show. But what wasn't cool, man? We found out some crazy news that they tried to give us the old bait and switch and try and pair one person that we like with one person that we really don't like.
Yeah.
We found out that Hulk Hogan and Titus O'Neil are going to be hosting WrestleMania. What kind of shit is that?
What kills me is I was a big Hulk Hogan fan when I was a little kid.
Yo, who wasn't?
Like, it's Hulk Hogan.
Right? The most popular wrestler of all time.
Yeah. And then, you find out how he really feels behind the scenes. What kills me is, like, you find out a lot about different wrestlers as you really get into this stuff, and you find out their political and social and racial views.
And it can kind of ruin the whole thing for you with the whole wrestling.
In a heartbeat, man. So, like, them pairing Hogan with Titus and whatever, dude. I really don't care. I really don't care if he ever shows up on TV ever again. And Titus, I mean,
he's a great ambassador, Titus O'Neil, and he does great work in charity, especially in Florida for the brand.
Yeah.
And I get it. Hulk Hogan is one of the most recognizable faces, but it's like, yo, you guys, how many passes are you gonna give this guy? Yeah. Like, clearly people ain't feeling it. And yes, there is that certain demographic, and yes, it is Florida. I get it, but come on, man. Like, WWE do better.
Yeah, no. He can leave, and we'll have Iron Sheik. I'm good.
I'll take him in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
man.
Iron Sheik all day.
So we did get an update from Andrade himself.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter.
About him asking for his release.
Yeah.
So he pretty much confirmed it. He said, the rumors are true, and I don't know what the future holds, but I want to make my dreams come true. Thank you for giving me so much support these past days. And, man, I don't want to see Andrade gone, but I guess you got to do what you got to do. I've been hearing reports that both Charlotte and Andrade have been asked to be paired on screen as a couple, but WWE just isn't having it. So, I mean, what other option do they have? I think it's time, man. He's going to have to, hopefully he can get released, and I'd love to see him paired back with Zelina Vega or a real name, Thea Trinidad in AEW.
I would love to see him on Impact. I would love to see him go over there and just tear everything up from the floor up. Like, to bring them back up and then do crossovers with AEW.
That could work.
I would love to see that.
That's what you were saying last time. I mean, you could see him in Impact, so.
Yeah, I mean, because everyone's going to AEW, right?
Yeah.
And yes, it would be great for him to be over there, but I'm still waiting to see Miro get his big push, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, like,
he's doing the same shit that he was doing when he was in WWE, so.
Exactly.
It's starting to make me think that maybe it is just Rusev. Maybe it's Miro or whatever, Yeah. Maybe it's him.
It might be, but I mean, only time will tell. Andrade, hopefully he finds a home, and they love him wherever he goes.
Man, someone that I always loved growing up was X-Pac. We found out that he's going to be, he wants to return to the ring. He stated in Sports Illustrated that I didn't leave the business on my terms. I wasted a lot of years of my life wandering around in the darkness, but I'm grateful that I still have some time left, and the style has changed, which is good. The bumps are more meaningful than in my era, which is a difference, but they bump less. This extends my shelf life. And Sean Waltman was basically saying, Sean Waltman is X-Pac, he could realistically be 100% by January 2022.
I'm good with him coming back and doing spots. Sometimes, man, look, it's not that you have to pass the torch, you just move the hell out of the way.
Right.
You don't always have to pass the torch to somebody. You just move the hell out of the way and enjoy what's going on. But if you want to come back and do spots and be a part of storylines or be a part of the locker room, hell yeah, like it's X-Pac.
I think he can contribute on screen, and he does still have that star power. Everybody knows kind of X-Pac from the DX era and just, Attitude Era in general, man. He was on WCW and WWE, so it's like very recognizable person. Can he still move in the ring? I don't know.
I don't know either. If you could, sweet. You know what I mean? If you can't,
you keep your ass on.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But Sting is back, so who knows?
Very true. Very true.
Who knows?
Man. So how about we just get straight into what we thought about Fastlane, man? How about we go from the pre-show, man? We had the United States Championship, Riddle versus Mustafa Ali.
Okay, so Ali right now is he's nursing I think a partial or a torn PCL, and for him to even be out here wrestling right now is kind of crazy because I know what it's like to have knee surgery, and this dude is out here basically using the best of his leg that he can until it snaps.
Still doing like high-paced moves, still moving very smoothly in the ring with someone like Matt Riddle, who his offense is very strike-based, and I thought it was excellent, man.
It was a good match.
Yeah, like that was a great way to or at least even on the pre-show, like that was a good way to bring open the show. I enjoyed everything, and we kind of seen that there looks like they're not even teasing, but Retribution looks to be splitting.
Yeah, they're done
after this match.
Yeah, they're done. Ali is basically blaming his loss,
as he does all the time,
on everybody else. And he had told them, "Don't do anything." Then he tells them, "It's your fault." So they one by one basically started walking out of the ring, and then
Mason T-Bar, they end up giving a double choke slam.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it, man. You got a choke slam and a PCL torn and a match that he lost all in one night.
He taking L's all over the place,
man. All in one night, man. Shout out to Ali. I actually had Riddle winning this match. Looks like you had him too. So
yes. So as the predictions go, we both picked Riddle for this one. So we're right now both 1-1.
Yep.
1-0.
Yep.
Each.
1-0 each.
All right. Next up, we had the Women's Tag Team Championship with Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler. Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler
versus Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. Bush, what do you think of that match, brother?
It was a cool match. I like how both tag teams were kind of upset at each other because there's two different types of storylines going on here. I like the fact that Reginald was out there, young Reggie.
Yes.
He was there and kind of causing a little bit of a rift between Nia Jax and Shayna, and then also basically costing
Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair.
Yeah,
because we saw a moment
what is up with me? Did I have something? Did I drink what you drink? Oh my God, what is wrong with you?
Hey man, it happens, brother.
God bless it.
So pretty much the big moment that we saw was Reginald. He distracted Sasha Banks, which distracted the referee as well. Yeah. As Bianca hit, she did
she did something to.
She did a front flip splash.
Yeah, and Sasha.
And she had the win. She had a clear 3 count, and Sasha was too busy with damn Reginald, and that ended up costing him.
Yeah, and Sasha came through, had the chokehold on Shayna. Nia Jax jumps in the ring. Here comes Bianca. Nia Jax basically pushes her onto Sasha and breaks the hold. And from there, it kind of just kind of got blurry. Next thing you know, 1, 2, 3.
That was it.
That was it. And then you see Nia Jax walking up the ramp with Shayna and Reginald. Shayna's still upset at Nia Jax for bringing this clown to the ring.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, inside the ring, you got Bianca and blue hair. She's getting mad. They're getting mad at each other. And she laid the smack down on Bianca, something terrible.
Yeah, man. Sasha Banks slapped the shit out of Bianca Belair and called her a rookie. And that's really when it when things really picked up, because it's like that's one thing. All right, you gonna call me a rookie because we lost the match, but you gonna come and slap me in the face too?
Well, the only thing I didn't like though was she's like okay, and then just kept staring at the WrestleMania stuff.
Yeah.
You could be looking at her and that at the same time, Because, I mean, she's just walking up a small ramp, and she's walking backwards looking at you talking trash.
But you know, that's WWE, man. They're always going to give us that whole, all right, we need to have that shot of you pointing at the sign and doing something. Right. That's the iconic thing.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think they're just trying to push they're trying to show it like, all right, Sasha, you clearly are the heel, so you gotta do the bad thing, and we're going to make Bianca this white meat baby face. Yeah. So no matter what, you have to love her.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, overall good storytelling. I like the match. I actually chose Bianca and Sasha to win. I failed in that department. Something horrible.
And I chose Nia and Shayna. So right now I am 2-0. Bush is now 1-1.
Yeah.
The next match of the night we had was the WWE Intercontinental Championship match with Big E versus Apollo Crews. Now,
Apollo Crews came out this time without his crew, man.
Yeah, man, no Royal Guard. What was up with that?
I was kind of upset about that. I
want to see the twins.
Yeah, what you know, they might be saving them for WrestleMania. Hopefully they are.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be triplets. I don't know.
I like the match overall, though, man.
Yeah, Big E came out aggressive, dude.
Yo, Big E was whooping his ass the majority of the match until Apollo, he finally got, like, the upper hand.
Yeah, he kicked him in the leg or some shit.
Yeah, man.
After that, it was kind of, like, all over the place. And then the finisher was odd.
Yeah, it was a screwy finish. It was doing a pinning sequence over and over. And one moment Big E has the leverage, the next minute Apollo has the leverage, but the ref is counting the whole time. So it's like she damn near does like a 1-2 count, and then a 1-2 count, and then a 1-2 count, and then a 1-2-3. So it's like, yo, who the hell did you count for? Like,
yeah, we couldn't even tell, really, honestly.
Yeah.
And Apollo Crews didn't let it sink in enough to be like, yo, I lost. Wait a minute, I thought I won.
Yeah.
Instead, he just went right in and started. He just kept whooping his ass the whole time.
Sometimes that's what you got to do.
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. I just wanted to see that, like, what?
Yeah.
Like that initial, like, what do you mean? You know what I mean? But instead, he was just like, oh, I lost, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He just kept going at him.
Yeah, he didn't sell the loss. He sold the, I'm going to whoop your ass.
Yeah.
But it was kind of cool because it kind of made up for what happened on SmackDown because we saw Big E chasing him in a damn go-kart or a golf cart around the backstage.
Get out of the way! Get out the way!
Big E was getting that ass whooped, and Apollo he tried to get that dude out that damn golf. Get out of the way!
Get out!
That shit was hilarious, man. Yo, that damn accent that just pops up randomly, man. I don't know if I'm loving it or hating it, but it adds a little bit more spice to Apollo Crews.
Yeah, it does. It does. I like it. I'm cool with it. I lost this one too. I expected Apollo to win and go into WrestleMania with the belt. But once again, I expect too much of WWE, so I lost. And
I am 3-0.
I am 1-2.
1-2. All right, the next match that we had in the night, as I pull up.
Let me see. Was it Braun? I believe it was. Oh. Was it Braun or was it?
Yeah, but you know what? It was the old switcheroo. So we found out that Shane McMahon wasn't going to be able to perform tonight.
Yeah.
They showed some footage of him training in the ring, and apparently he hurt his knee. So they had him wrapped up in some ice, and he had some crutches, and he was walking through the damn backstage area. And we see Elias and Jackson Riker come, and they tried to, pretty much finesse their way into getting some kind of performance at WrestleMania because they don't have anything on the card. And Shane pretty much says like, yeah, man, how about you just come out and we'll let you perform. But once Elias does his usual bit, he's like, yo, all right, you're in the match. I'm out.
So, yeah, I mean, Elias and Braun end up going to fight against each other. And there's some Sons of Anarchy dude outside of the ring. Look, honestly, Elias and this dude that he's with, they're huge, big-ass white dudes. And they get played pretty bad, honestly.
Yeah.
I'd expect them to actually be a lot further in their career as far as like a push, but Braun is in there, and they're trying to push Braun as a babyface.
Yeah, man, they keep flipping flopping him, and the problem is when you do stuff like this, he's gonna end up like Big Show, where it's like, yo, which one are you? Are you a good guy or a bad guy?
I'll make it even worse because at least with Big Show, they put belts on him. You know what I mean?
True.
Big Show got belts.
Yeah.
Braun got a belt.
he got a damn tag team run with an 8-year-old.
With an 8-year-old.
You know, which made no damn sense, but whatever. It's WrestleMania. You know,
Yo,
they want to make the magic happen.
They try to play him like on some old school wrestling stuff, like on some like Big John Studd type.
Well, he's an
type
attraction,
style.
but it's like at the same time. Okay, so first off, I can't hate on Braun Strowman because my kids love him. So that means they're doing something right. Okay.
Right.
But at the same time, 1 minute he's fighting damn the Fiend in a swamp match, and that was ass. He beats Goldberg like really quick at WrestleMania last year. They haven't really been doing anything to truly develop him, and then the next thing you know, he's this big dummy Braun shit,
Yeah.
and it's like now I'm supposed to feel like great about him. Like, what is this?
I don't know, dude. I'm not really tripping off of this. It's trash to me. It's really trash. They got to give him something, because at this point, dude, what happened to Catch These Hands?
Yeah, it's the Strowman Express now.
It's so.
Shit is weak, right?
Yo, man, I don't even know what to say to that. That is trash.
But you know what? I mean, they're still keeping him an attraction. If you have a match with a McMahon, that means you're positioned right. So no matter what, if you're gonna do something, so pretty much this leads us to believe that Shane McMahon and Braun Strowman is still gonna happen at WrestleMania.
Right.
Elias is gonna be involved, and
what's up with Shane McMahon boxing in a wrestling ring?
that's all. That's what he's always done, though. He's always been the here comes the money, coming out with the little boxing like he's Muhammad Ali and with the fancy footwork and all that shit.
That's
but
true.
he with them weak ass punches like them.
That terrible knee strike that broke his leg or something.
Yeah,
like
fam, that shit was weak.
Fire.
You know what wasn't weak? Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh, by the way, I got that match. I got.
Oh, predictions on that.
I'm 2-2 now.
Yeah, we both thought that Braun was going to take that, especially after the quick switcheroo. So,
Shinsuke and Seth dripping Rollins.
Seth dripping Rollins.
Yeah, he cut a dope promo before the match, and he looked like a couch cushion that I loved. I really loved that outfit. It looked crazy. It looked like some Savio Vega Dalai Lama paint coloring. Like I don't even know what to call it. But it was a pretty nice outfit.
He had that drip. As always. Man.
And he was like, "What the kids say?"
Yeah, man. So I really like this match because
that match was fire.
It was like it felt like a cool like 15 minutes or so. So it felt like a long match, and it's two people that not only do they blend well, but they just got hella style in the ring. Shinsuke Nakamura hit that mean ass German suplex where he slid out the ring and hit the German. That was hella fresh. We saw Seth do something crazy when he did like the little switch up with the step.
Yeah.
And went back and forth with it. These two they're mad nice in the ring, so they're a perfect matchup for each other. But we ended up seeing Seth Rollins take the win. This is ultimately setting up for Seth Rollins versus Cesaro in his first singles match at WrestleMania.
My only thing about this was like Michael Cole's on the mic, like just praising Seth Rollins, like, oh, he beat a top champion, he beat a champ, he beat a made man, and meanwhile Nakamura has won a Royal Rumble and never won a world title.
Yeah,
and it bothers the hell out of me that Seth Rollins can do innovative stuff, but Nakamura slides underneath the guy and does a freaking suplex out the ropes.
Crazy smooth too.
And all you do is go, yo, that was Nakamura.
Yeah.
Like Seth Rollins does like a thing where like his knee catches or his leg catches onto someone's knee and he kicks him with the other foot, and you're look at the innovation. And it's like, come on, man, like if this. Michael Cole is just selling the wrong thing to me. That's all.
You know why, right? Because Nakamura no speak English.
Oh yeah, his promo with Riddle was funny too.
It was backstage, man. Yeah. Okay.
Riddle comes out on his Razor scooter, basically like, "Yo, what's up, fool? Like, I hope you have a good match." And he's just like, "Oh, thank you. Like, I love your title." He's like, "Yeah, I got this business
ideas for you.
I got this business idea. Like, maybe we can throw some LED lights on the Razor scooter, some bubbles.
Put some hair on it in the front, like a little stallion."
He's like, my cousin did this, and that, and then like as he's talking, he looks over and like Shinsuke's gone. And so he's just like, all right, bro, I'll see you later. And like pedals off, and Shinsuke comes back from from the, I don't know, behind the wall. And he's just like stretching like, yeah, dog, like leave me alone. I got this match.
Who did you have for that match?
I had Seth because I just did not see them giving Nakamura the push over Seth.
I had Seth as well because, I mean, this is one of his first singles matches on a pay-per-view since he's returned, since he's, like, come back with the new gimmick, you know, or, well, not really the new gimmick, but the refreshed gimmick with the Trippin' Rollins.
Trippin' Rollins.
So that makes it 5-0 for me.
And I'm 3-2.
3-2.
Yeah.
The next match of the night we had was the no holds barred match. Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus. This shit was a brawl.
It was a definite brawl. It was two meat-eating dudes just throwing potatoes at each other the whole time, just serving each other.
100%.
Even in the match, freaking Sheamus. Sheamus is telling Drew, "Look, you're going to WrestleMania. Look at what I made you go to WrestleMania."
Yeah, he's like, "No, you got to take this ass whooping. You're going to WrestleMania, not me. I'm whooping that ass."
He's telling him this,
and boy, did it show! Like this might have been the most physical match out of the 3 or 4 that they've had within the past 2 months or so.
Yeah,
like this shit was very physical. We've seen all kinds of scars or marks all over both people's backs. The kendo stick in the eye from Drew McIntyre.
That was a good spot.
Sheamus putting the kendo stick in the mouth, you know, focusing on the broken jaw, the formerly broken.
All up in his fokin.
God damn it, Sheamus.
He was spreading that fool's mouth open too. He's all smile.
Yeah.
Smile.
Yeah, man. So it was a very physical match, man. And
it went through tables.
What were you saying about him? It's like boiled chicken.
Yeah, it's like 2 boiled pieces of chicken, just unseasoned and trying to see who tastes better. Like that's what that was. Pause. But it was so. I don't know how to say it. Like there's no flavor in this match. There's no flavor. It's just straight up brawl.
So I think that's been our problem that we've had with Drew McIntyre for quite some time, man. It's like, yo, where is the sauce?
Yeah, there's no sauce on
There's
this.
no season. There's no flavor. It's like, what makes you special besides you being this big-ass Scottish dude?
Yeah, because, like, you got Seth Rollins who's talking on the mic something greasy.
And you got Bobby Lashley who's looking like a Greek god.
Yeah. I mean,
and moving incredibly, and people are behind him. It's a movement with Lashley.
Hell, even Shinsuke is lightweight getting on the mic now.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean. He's trying to get on the mic and talk. Hell, Cesaro's getting put up in a spot.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, Drew.
Well, you know what? I think time will tell. Once we see a real audience there, they can't fake them boos. They can't fake if we really want to see Bobby Lashley as champion. Because how I see it, when it comes to WrestleMania, they're gonna put the title back on Drew McIntyre. But it's like, why? What's the whole point of this shit?
I've always liked Sheamus. Like, straight up, I feel like Sheamus is one of the best heels in the business.
But we've been there and done that with Sheamus for years, bro.
Right. And it is time. Like, this match was a good match. Do not get me wrong. It was a great match. I just don't really care to see Drew that much, man.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't. I need something different. He needs to be an enforcer on somebody's squad or something.
I need something different, just like that. But you know what? I kind of feel the same way about Jon Moxley. Like, I never really fully connected with him. I just feel like it's like, all right, you're just this tough-ass white guy, but what else?
I think him being paired up with his man is
with Eddie Kingston?
Yeah, I think
that put the sauce on him, right?
Yeah. Those two together, I think that works way better. That works way better. These two, Drew and Sheamus, they work really well together as beating up each other.
Yeah.
I really liked watching it, but even then, like, I know what's about to happen because you guys already announced it. So it kind of took away from everything.
It took away the whole mystique. It's like, why would you announce on Monday Night Raw? Okay, we get why you did it.
We know why you did it.
You got to sell tickets. WrestleMania tickets went on sale this past Friday. Yes, you have to sell tickets. We need to know what's going to be one of the main events.
Hell, you could have Bobby Lashley come out tonight.
Yeah, there was no Bobby Lashley tonight. That's another thing. Okay, so why would you have these two do a damn no holds bars match? At the end of Monday Night Raw, we saw Drew getting the upper hand on Bobby Lashley. Why didn't Bobby Lashley come out tonight while Drew McIntyre was hella weak and just beat his ass get payback from that? That would have made more sense.
Something, anything. Even if he would have came out after the match and just clapped at him.
Yeah, man.
Just clapped at him and pointed at the WrestleMania sign.
They better do something on Monday Night Raw to make up for that, because that wasn't enough.
Yeah.
But you know what was crazy?
Oh, by the way, We both
prediction.
We both picked that.
Well, that was kind of like an obvious thing, man. It's like, you know, they already announced it. So that makes me 6-0. 6-0. Damn, baby, I was on fire.
Yeah, you was killing this terrible this terrible thing, this terrible matches.
Yeah. Well, hey, man.
I'm hella hating.
Every dog has his day. Oh man, so
I'm 4-2. So I'm not bad. I'm going to the playoffs.
Yeah, man.
So far.
Okay, so next match of the night we had was Randy Orton versus Alexa Bliss. And I gotta tell you, man, out of the whole card, this was the first time of the night that I gotta say that that WWE, you completely had my attention.
You had my attention. I kind of called this match a few weeks ago, off the air, while me and Just Fresh were conversating.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, wouldn't it be weird to see Alexa Bliss actually fight Randy Orton? I could see that happening.
Yeah.
And he agreed. He was like, well, Randy Orton's known to fight chicks.
Yeah. He's known to RKO, known to punt a chick. Ask Stephanie McMahon about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, so when it finally happened, I was like, yo, this is really I thought for sure there was gonna be some actual in-ring stuff, because Alexa Bliss can go.
Yeah.
Like, don't get it confused with all this monster mayhem stuff that's going on. She can actually fight. She's dope.
And her character work has been on like the next level.
It's crazy.
If you see her on social media, like she's playing the character perfectly.
Yeah.
Inside the match, man, Orton tried to attack her, and as soon as he came close, like the flames shot up.
Yeah.
He tried to follow around the ring, and the lights came down from the top, like
what she told
stage light.
She was saying some stuff to her. She was like, "Yo, the sky is falling.
The sky is falling."
like it wasn't really a match.
Yeah.
Like there was no holds. There was no nothing as far as that.
He never really got his hands on Alexa Bliss.
Nah, and she didn't like do anything counter wise or nothing. So it was more just like another setup.
It's a story It's a story advancement, and what it was really all about was the Fiend returning, and boy was that was one hell of a return, man, and he looked crazy.
Yeah,
he
saw like a burnt up Max Moon.
Yeah, yeah, he did. We saw his like burnt arm just pop up from underneath the ring.
Yeah,
and that was a hell of a visual, man. So pretty much. The last time we seen Bray Wyatt, he was lit on fire by Randy Orton, and that I believe was at the TLC pay-per-view at the end of last year. This is his first time that we've seen him actually on camera. So now he's forming like this mutated horror monster, like a modern day Kane kind of thing, I would say.
Yeah. That's what it kind of reminded me of too, especially coming out from underneath the ring like that.
The fire.
Yeah.
He was all burnt up, like literally, like he has a new outfit on. It's a whole new crazy look. One of his eyes is completely whited out.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like Bray Wyatt that we usually know.
And Alexa Bliss got the cover.
Yeah, so Bray Wyatt came in, hit the Sister Abigail, and Alexa Bliss just got a quick pin.
Yeah, and what? Damn, dude, you're 7-0.
No, actually, I had Randy on that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I thought Randy Orton was gonna get that somehow. I thought that he was gonna. I was expecting just some kind of RKO, and then the Fiend would come out.
Okay.
But yeah, I was wrong.
Oh shit! Well, damn.
6-1.
I did not see that coming. I'm 5-2. Okay, looking good.
Our last match of the night was one of the best matches of the night, the Universal Championship champ.
Yeah, Universal Championship match. Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan with Edge as the special enforcer.
And boy, did he enforce something.
Daniel Bryan looked amazing.
Yes, he did.
He was taunting Roman. Roman was kind of like treating him like a child at points in the match when he was like grabbing on his feet. But like Daniel was like, like ha 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 ha. Like, you know what I mean? He was just kind of making fun of him and showing him like, yeah, look, fool. You're not as invincible as you think you are.
Yeah, he's like, dude, I've done this with Brock Lesnar before. Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. And he was going after his legs, something crazy.
He was going after them limbs, and the story that he was telling was pretty much he was trying to get that shoulder so he could tap out Roman. And the whole time the commentary, they're talking about can they actually make him tap? Can they make him tap? And sure enough, man, it happened.
Yeah, he actually did make him tap, but the problem was. The referee was knocked out. One of the Usos came in.
Yeah.
Started hitting everybody with chairs. Daniel Bryan grabbed the chair, knocked that fool out the ring, basically, and went to go hit Roman, hit Edge.
Yeah. Edge was standing behind him.
Yeah.
The classic.
The classic duck. Hit the other guy. Daniel Bryan goes and puts Roman.
Yes lock.
Yeah, in the yes lock. And as he has him, the camera sees it. You just see Roman's hands start like tapping.
Tap City.
He's tapping.
Yeah.
And then Edge comes from behind and just lets Daniel.
He screwed him, man.
Yeah,
Edge screwed Daniel Bryan. Let's keep that shit real. Like, okay, so how I see it is this was on some jealousy shit because Daniel Bryan, Daniel Bryan is probably the only person that can legitimately on the SmackDown roster beat Roman Reigns, and we finally had that moment. We seen a chink or the weakness in fucking Roman Reigns' armor. He literally tapped out. It happened, But Edge came through with the hate, and I think this is going to end up setting up a triple threat match between the two, or between the three of them.
If you go back to this storyline, you'll realize that like Edge has always hated the idea that Daniel Bryan was even involved with Roman.
Yeah.
From the very beginning, he did not like it, and he's always taught greasy to Daniel. He told him, he's like, yo, you're better than this, but you're just not better than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's kept going on this route, and now this happened, and so now we clearly have like a Edge is a heel to Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
And Roman is the champ who tapped out, but Daniel Bryan is basically gonna have to be like, no, you tapped. He's like, no, I didn't.
Daniel Bryan has everybody's sympathy now.
Yeah, he does. And I kind of feel like Edge might feel like he can't beat Daniel Bryan.
That's a story they could tell, man, and it could work if they do a triple threat. Because let's keep it real. They want to keep Roman as strong as possible.
Yeah.
They can have Roman beat Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, and then they can still carry on with a one-on-one match with Edge and Roman Reigns at Extreme Rules or Backlash or whatever the hell's the following pay-per-view from WrestleMania. It happens all the damn time. It happens almost every year.
It was a weak finish, though. Like, Roman didn't do anything. He just crawled onto Daniel Bryan and pinned it.
I expected at least like a spear or something into a pin, but he just kind of crawled over and just took it, and it kind of is what it is.
The finish was trash, but the match itself was really good, and the story in the match is excellent.
Did you feel like?
And I picked Roman, I believe.
I picked Roman as well.
Yeah, so you ended up with 7-1, and I ended up 6-2. That's not bad.
Shit, not bad, honestly.
That's.
I'll take it.
I'll take that too. Episode 10, baby.
Episode 10.
We know what we're talking about. We know what we're talking about. What you mean?
Let's talk about some other news throughout the week, man, because some of the biggest news that everybody in the wrestling community was talking about was what happened on AEW.
Yeah. Look, there was 2 incidents. I'm only going to talk about these 2 incidents on AEW.
There's only 2 things that really mattered.
Yeah. We're going to talk about MJF.
Absolutely.
Because that promo he cut with, and by the way, Tony Blanchard's off the back promo was excellent.
Yep.
Tony Blanchard basically told him, he's like, look, I left wrestling with the best group of guys, or I came in with the best group of guys. I'm gonna leave with the best group of guys.
Absolutely. Tully was on fire, dude.
And then MJF put everybody over.
Yeah.
He put everybody over. Everybody. I mean, he called out everybody, and then he got to himself last, and basically told him, like, look, man, Chris Jericho, like, you can't have that GOAT spot. It's reserved for me. You know what I mean? I'm better than you, and you know it.
And it was perfect.
It was very well executed.
Shit was kind of long. I will say that.
Yeah.
It wasn't no Don Callis long, but it was like...
Yo, Don Callis is trash. But Don Callis is trash. The one thing he did dope was with the Young Bucks. That's all I give him.
Yeah.
But this MJF promo was really good. It was long. It took up time. But I felt
it's establishing the group.
Yeah.
We found out their name was going to be the Pinnacle.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much their thing. And it's kind of a big group when you think about it, because we have Tully Blanchard as like the OG.
Yep.
We have MJF as the main He has his muscle with Wardlow. We have Sean Spears, who's going to be like the under guy, or just, I don't know what the hell position he's going to play. And we have
FTR.
FTR.
He's going to be Buff Bagwell in the NWO.
He'll just be that guy that's around.
Yeah.
Because he's not that dude. He's in ring. Okay, y'all know I fuck with him with the Perfect 10, you know, when he was in NXT, but he hasn't showed us anything in AEW besides hitting Cody in the head. Yeah. And that was on accident. Yep. So you accidentally got hot and you did nothing with it. Next thing you know, we saw you wearing Tully Blanchard draws. So come on, my dude.
And MJF put him over.
Yeah.
He put him over.
Made him believable.
He's like, he's a wrestler's wrestler. It was like, okay, all right, well, when you say that. I mean, and then they took over the locker room from Chris Jericho.
Yeah, they pretty much punking out the Inner Circle. And again, they've turned Inner Circle babyface in the process.
And then the main thing of the night.
You know we came to talk about that unsanctioned lights out match with Dr. Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa.
Amazing match.
So here's what I do. On Wednesday nights, I never really know like what show that I want to watch. And honestly, AEW's been kind of dropping the ball. But what they did with the whole Pinnacle thing at the end of last week's show, and then I feel like they haven't earned my trust back yet. So I went with NXT first. And we're going to talk about what happened on NXT in just a minute. Yeah. But I ended up watching all of NXT, and I ended up watching AEW Dynamite later within the night. And man, I'm so damn glad that I finished watching Dynamite, because that Britt Baker match, that shit was flames, bruh.
It was. My only critique on this match, the only one, would be, I don't ever want to see Rebel hit anybody with anything and you sell it like you got hit by a freaking tornado. Like, Thunder Rosa, please, next time just lay this bitch out. Eat that crutch.
You got me spilling my douce.
Yo, it'd be like that. Yo, I mean, Rebel wasn't throwing nothing. She didn't hit nobody with no force.
That shit felt so good though when she fell through that table.
Oh yeah, we knew the table spot was coming. We just didn't know who was going through it. Rebel went through it. Thank you. But them thumbtacks, bruh.
Oh man. Okay, so before even the thumbtacks, how about Thunder Rosa hitting that Death Valley driver from the top rope onto that damn it was the ladder.
Yeah.
And then Britt Baker, she brought out the thumbtacks, and Thunder Rosa, she powerbombed her ass through them thumbtacks. That was nuts.
And what was crazy was like the fight kept going. It wasn't over.
That wasn't even it.
That wasn't even the finisher.
Yo, fam, when we saw Britt Baker put the lockjaw while she was still in the damn thumbtacks.
They're rolling around in the thumbtacks.
They're literally rolling, and you can still see the thumbtacks in Britt Baker's back.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then they went outside the ropes, and Thunder Rosa hit her with that finisher.
It's called the Fire Thunder Driver.
Yeah, on a table with thumbtacks inside you, and you just rolled around all over the place with them. There's blood everywhere, and got the.
So what I loved about this is something that I was just like casually watching on my iPad, and my girl was like, "Yo, what the hell's going on?" Like you never see shock TV like that, to where when you're switching channels between NXT and AEW and you see two women with blood all over their faces like that, you had Britt Baker have her Stone Cold moment.
Basically, I mean, yeah, she I mean, they're selling T-shirts of this image. She looked like Carrie, the scary movie.
It works, man, and it's dope because it's like, people always critique the AEW women's division,
right?
But we have Britt Baker, who can possibly be like, I think they just turned her babyface last night. If you guys did not already perceive her as a star, she 100% cemented it in everybody's minds on Wednesday night.
Yeah, for sure, man. Thunder Rosa, she's over too. Like, when I first saw Thunder Rosa, I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, you weren't feeling her, man. I remember we were talking about that.
But now, like, as time has went on, even like last week, I'm like, yo, man, she's gotten, for me, she's gotten even better. And this match was like next level. I did not expect any of that to happen. And when it did, I was surprised and extremely excited, because it took me back to like some ECW days. Yeah,
man. And you don't see two women that can kind of like match each other with that kind of thing. Yeah. The last time I seen something like that, at least in WWE, I'm trying to think, what was the last Fire women's match that we had? Was that Sasha and Bailey at SummerSlam?
I mean,
that was the last one I could think of, or even...
they had the Elimination Chamber match. That was pretty cool. with the women. I like that. But I mean,
I'm trying to think, bro.
But on some straight up extreme match type stuff. I've never seen WWE do that with their women's division.
Yeah.
I've never seen
just flat out blood everywhere. Like,
Nah.
It was like they treated them like they were the men's division. And I respect, and that's, look, we all preach for equality, especially in wrestling. Like,
Right.
if you want to keep it on a point where it's like you're entertaining both sides of the coin, both men and women fans, give us stuff like that. Because that was amazing. And I'm not saying do it every year or don't do it all the time. That was very special.
Yeah, that was very special. A very dangerous match. And if they don't ever do it again, those two, I don't blame them.
Right?
I don't blame
But you
them.
guys won us over 100%. And honestly, that made AEW for me. I ended up grading AEW an 8.5 out of 10, like almost strictly because of that match. There was a lot of other things that happened throughout the night, but to me, the storyline building and just the fact that the way that they ended it and the buzz within the wrestling community, I'm talking every single wrestling podcast that I listen to, and on Twitter, on Instagram, and even on YouTube, man, everybody was talking about it.
Everybody's talking about it. They're still talking about it.
Yeah.
It was going on today. Like,
it was a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Like, straight up. Like, I watched it twice and I loved it both times.
Good match. Good stuff. AEW, for the last 2 weeks, hitting it out the park for me.
Man.
They're doing good.
So pretty much AEW and NXT have been the two main shows that I've been really feeling. So why don't we talk a little bit more about NXT?
NXT this week was pretty tight, bro. The Finn Balor segment with Karrion Kross in the beginning and setting up the tag team match.
Balor been talking that shit lately, man. Like
Balor, look, dude. I personally feel like Balor's going to the main roster.
Well, he does. So here's what I perceive. I think they want to keep him kind of like there as the top guy that doesn't have to leave. He can go there or not, but he's the highest paid person in NXT, and it's for good reason because he is very believable and he knows what to say. He knows how to put on the proper theatrics. Even though he's a smaller guy than Karrion Kross, I still look at him as his bigger threat.
Yeah, it is what it is. I'm not a Karrion Kross guy. I like the setup before his finisher. His finisher's trash to me.
Well, you are a Dexter Lumis guy, right?
I am a Dexter Lumis guy. I did not see this match. I did see highlights of it, though, because I have Hulu, and they don't show me everything. I did not get to see this, but I did get to see the part where he hugs him.
Where he hugs him. That's all I was going to ask you about, man.
That was the best part. Austin Theory loves Dexter Lumis.
And he said, I knew it! But Lumis ended up locking in that submission move, the silence.
Yeah.
And pretty much ends up tapping him out, man, and just, starts petting him and shit again.
Yeah,
and like,
gotta pet the rabbits, man.
Give us Dexter Lumis versus Karrion Kross.
All day long.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for that, too.
You know what I'm here for? Jordan Devlin returning to NXT. So we are now finally going to see the matchup between the true Cruiserweight Championships.
Yeah.
Or the Cruiserweight Champions, I should say.
And, it's going to be a good one because Del Fantasma is going to be involved somehow.
Yeah, man. You got the squad with him. So just to kind of recap what happened, we see Escobar get on the mic, and he's like, yo, where's this Devlin guy? Jordan Devlin walks to the ring and says Escobar's been running around as if he's the champion, but this is what a real champion looks like. And they end up, kind of like facing off each other. He's got Legado del Fantasma behind him, but they end up staring each other down. But ultimately, Devlin hits him with this big ass headbutt and busts Escobar open and just kind of like dips out. And it was like a perfect little way just to like, okay, so you've never seen Jordan Devlin before. You immediately see him like, oh, this guy's a big deal.
Right. No, and I'm looking forward to this because I love Escobar.
Yeah.
And I love how slimy and greaseball he is. You know what I mean?
That's my guy, man. Like I've completely like been won over by that guy, and he's made me a huge fan. And with Jordan Devlin, he was trained underneath Finn Balor, so he kind of has a very similar style to Balor.
Okay. Well, then that makes sense. That actually makes sense. I was wondering who to compare him to.
Yeah, he came from Ireland too, so same kind of like area. But man, another big thing that I enjoyed the most was Walter, man. He came back to NXT and he got in Tommaso Ciampa's ass.
But this is the first time I ever saw Marcel
Barthel? Yeah.
And this is the first time I actually seen them all together
as Imperium.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually fight.
Isn't it impressive?
It's extremely impressive.
It's like an old school wrestling clique, but like those dudes like don't play, man.
Nah.
And to see Walter up there, you see that music hit, and he just stands up there like a G that.
Yeah. And
like
Tommaso Ciampa's no punk.
Nah, man, that's one of the NXT OGs, man. Like that's one of the guys, like I would say a gatekeeper in NXT
for sure. It was cool to see Walter return and Ciampa just basically take that ass whooping real quick.
He took that huge chop into that crazy power bomb, man, and that's one hell of a way to establish dominance. I'm here for it. I want to see what they're doing more with it. I'm assuming we're going to see Imperium versus Thatcher and Ciampa, and that's going to be at NXT Stand and Deliver.
I would see that. I would love to watch that.
And they also did announce that the Cruiserweight Championship match, that's going to be at the NXT TakeOver match.
Dope.
And we're going to see Raquel Gonzalez and Io Shirai as well. That's going to be the main event on the first night. So the ladies are getting the first night's main event.
And I can't wait to see that. Because I loved how she came to the ring with the contract.
Yeah.
And gave it to her, you know what I mean?
The women were on fire this week, man.
No, that women's match was actually really good too with Dakota
Kai and Zoe Stark. So that
was a good match.
Zoe showed us something this week.
Zoe was going in.
Yeah.
Actually, I felt like Zoe kind of carried that match.
Yeah.
I felt like Zoe carried Dakota.
I feel like they were really putting
and that's not
Zoe.
To disrespect Dakota because she did a damn good job. That match was really entertaining.
Yeah.
And I love the ending. I love how Io Shirai came out, gave her that contract, and was like, "Yo,
sign this shit because I'm about to get your ass."
Yeah, it was perfect. It was a great match, great setup. The women this week on all platforms.
Women have been killing it, man.
Yeah, all of them.
Hey, Women's Month.
Yo, they're killing it, dude. They're
For good reason.
Yeah.
So we saw the main event.
I saw LA Knight.
Oh, okay. So you've been wondering about LA Knight, man. What did you think about his little squash match with August Gray?
Well, okay. It showed that he's dope. It shows that he can wrestle. It shows that he can take bumps, and it shows he has an aggressive side. And they're doing a storyline with a bigger guy
with Bronson Reed.
Yeah, tearing off his jacket.
Yeah.
And
it's like, that's my Gucci jacket.
Yeah. So like it's showing something, but I really don't like him. I really just don't care for him. I don't care for his 1996 music. And I don't care for him. I don't know what he is. He's like a weak Sega Genesis game or something. I don't know. I don't know what he is yet. I'm not sure.
We need to know more from LA Knight.
Yeah, LA Knight is like that dude off of AEW, the black dude, Scorpio
Sky.
Yeah, I don't know what y'all doing.
Yeah,
we
need some character development.
I don't know what neither one of y'all doing. I'm not sure yet. So all I know is I don't like neither one of y'all.
What'd you think about Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole beefing?
Saw it coming. Can't wait to watch it. Hopefully, it's a no holds barred type situation.
I could see them going crazy at TakeOver.
That would be great. I would love to see that.
That could be.
If they can do that, I feel like Kyle O'Reilly will actually become a big star.
I think it'll be time for Kyle O'Reilly to get to that big singles win.
Yeah, and this would be a big win. So I would love to see that, or at least if he doesn't win, I would love to see him get over. Because he went ham on Adam Cole or something.
Yeah, man. Finn Balor and Karrion Kross versus Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan for the tag team championship.
That was actually a good match.
Yeah, so I kind of liked how Scarlett finessed them in the first place into the tag team championships. She pretty much went out there to Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. And Charlotte with that old thick ass walked over there, man, and was like, "Yo, y'all know y'all need this." And like she
y'all champions or not?
Yeah, like she literally just talked them into it just by being good looking. It was ridiculous.
Are you guys cowards or champions? Like, we're champions. Hell yeah, we're champions, girl. And then they get into the fight. You know what I mean? Things happen.
Burch ended up getting injured in the match from a suplex from Karrion Kross.
Yeah, he's outside for a while.
Yeah.
Finn Balor ended up hitting old Thicky, and he knocked her down. He's looking all like, "Oh man, am I bad?" And Karrion Kross went crazy on him.
Yeah, man, just for on some overprotective, like, don't touch my girl.
Don't do that. I'm big.
This is America.
I didn't want to say it.
Hey, fucking 10th episode, man.
I didn't want to say it. That's perfect. This is America. Right? Don't touch my woman.
Don't touch my woman. Colored boy. All Irishman.
You Irishman, don't you dare. Hit you with my elbow. And yeah, you know what I mean?
Suplex you around the ring and hit you with this elbow. But yeah, so it was kind of big. So ONeil Lorcan ended up hitting a running European uppercut on Finn Balor, getting a pin on our NXT champion, man. That's kind of a big deal.
That was a very big deal, and no one's really saying much about it.
Nobody said nothing about that.
Because homie got his ass whooped. he did that.
Yeah, Balor ended up just getting that ass whooped some more.
Yeah.
And pretty much there. So it's confirmed. It's going to be Finn Balor and Karrion Kross at NXT TakeOver.
Yeah.
For the NXT Championship.
And dude, like I said, I really hope that either A, Finn Balor wins, or B, Finn Balor loses and goes to the main roster. Because I'm just not feeling Karrion Kross, bro. I'm just not a fan of him right now. There's nothing. His woman is the one that
His woman's more over.
Yeah. She does once again, women. The women this whole thing have been killing it.
Yeah.
They've made everything for this week for me. Even the Fastlane, Sasha Banks match was fire.
It was.
So you want to get into wrestlers of the week?
Yeah, I was actually about to say that. When we get into the wrestlers of the week, your top 1 to 3 wrestlers of the week.
I'm gonna go with one, Britt Baker.
Okay.
She has to be on there. There's no way in hell she's not. 2, I watched AEW Dark, and I saw Rio versus
Maki Ito?
Yes.
Okay.
And my second choice is Maki Ito.
Okay.
Maki Ito is over with everybody on that damn roster. If you did not see this match, you need to go watch Rio versus Maki Ito AEW Dark. It is the last match, and it is the first time you'll hear Paul White on commentary with Tony Schiavone.
How'd he sound, by the way?
He sounded hilarious.
Yeah?
He was good.
Is he worth it to watch the show to hear him?
Yes. For him, yes.
Okay.
Because the way he knows everybody on the ring.
Yeah.
He can tell you their background stories and everything. And at the same time, he'll tell you yo, I don't like that, I like this.
Yeah.
No, we're just gonna have to agree to disagree type stuff. And he's funny.
Okay.
But Maki Ito,
she's a star, dude.
She is the star.
Yeah.
I know,
they need to sign her.
Some people are kind of lightweight hating on her, and
they're idiots.
They're dummies to me, because I'm like, you guys got something here. She's my number 2, and my number 3 is MJF.
Okay.
For his promo.
Okay. If I had to pick my top wrestlers of the week, I'm going to say number 1, Daniel Bryan, for your performance at Fastlane tonight.
Okay.
And I feel like you got played.
Yeah.
So your performance was great. You actually really got me into the night. Number 2, I'm going to say the return of The Fiend, because that's my dude. And like I said, throughout the whole night, I'm sitting there for 3 hours. That was the first time that I literally stopped everything I was doing, put my phone down, and I hella was paying attention to that match.
Yeah, we were both watching that.
Yeah, that shit, I thought it was going to be something more theatrical or a cinematic match, but I mean, it was pretty theatrical.
And cinematic at points.
Yeah, it was.
Because there was editing.
Yeah, for sure. With the stage lighting falling, the flames and stuff throughout the match. But yeah. And then 3rd, I have to give it a tie with Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa, because you guys were both amazing in that match.
I can agree with that.
And honestly, I could have put that as number 1 if I didn't just finish watching the Fastlane pay-per-view. But honestly, that shit was so good. And anybody that's not currently watching today's wrestling product, I highly recommend that you go watch that Dr. Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa match on AEW Dynamite.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that, you're tripping.
Yeah.
That's everywhere. And I ain't gonna even front. Thought about buying a shirt.
I'm not mad at it.
I almost bought a shirt. I'm still thinking about it.
So I'm an AEW fan, but I haven't bought anything from their shop yet. But I think I'm going to buy something soon.
I think it's about time I buy something, and Britt Baker is the one I want to buy. That picture of her is insane.
If you had to choose a match of the week, would that be it?
That's it.
I'm gonna match you. That's the match of the week as well for me.
Britt Baker.
Unanimous.
Thunder Rosa. I mean, it's the match of the week.
Best show of the week.
Oh.
That's a tough one, right?
Best show? I'm gonna go with NXT.
I'm gonna go with NXT too.
NXT overall as a show,
it was the best overall show out of everything. It was 2 hours. It gave me everything that I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Good storyline development, a whole bunch of shit leading up into TakeOver.
Yep.
I could kind of cheat and say Fastlane was a show of the week, but I mean, like we watch Raw, we watch SmackDown, we watch the pay-per-views. It's kind of unfair to kind of throw that as the show.
I'm not gonna put a pay-per-view over a show for
right?
the show of the week,
right?
Nah, because pay-per-views is supposed to be
that's something special.
Yeah, that leads up to a boiling point,
right?
For most storylines. So NXT.
NXT, okay. Besides that, Bush, what's up, man? Where can the fans find you at?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Mati Bush 916 MAHTIEBUSH 916, or you could just find me at Jabroni Bros.
That's right, at Jabroni Bros Pod.
Mm-hmm.
You can find me. I am at JustFresh916.
Yep.
Man, if you guys are looking to get married or have a party, you can check me out at JustFreshENT.com. Yeah, man, we do this shit.
You're gonna be doing some commentary this week.
Yeah, damn. Oh, is that this weekend?
That's this week and coming up.
March 27th, I'm gonna be at the King of the City B-Boy Jam. I'm gonna be doing live commentary on the live stream, so that's another opportunity. If you guys want to come chill with your boy or just check me out online, I'll be there as well.
And then I have a show Saturday, May 1st at Uptown Takeout. Just mark your calendars. There's gonna be some more people coming through. It's my first actual performance as an artist in about almost a year and a half now.
Crazy, man.
So yeah, the world's opening up. I got my COVID shot and I'm ready to hit the stage.
Ready to do it. All right, folks, that's going to conclude episode 10, Jabroni Bros Wrestling Podcast. We will see you on the next one. Peace.